track. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Love and marriage, love and marriage, love and marriage, love and marriage. It's a life you can't get rid of. The local Filipinos hear and they will say is elementary. Try to separate them. It's an illusion. Try, and you will only come to this conclusion. Love and marriage, love and marriage, love and marriage, love and marriage go together like a carabao and trike. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Life isn't easy with Heidi, American wife, so uptight, so uptight, so uptight. George tries but sometimes cries, but they love each other. You cannot deny married life like no other. Love and marriage, love and marriage, love and marriage, love and marriage go together like a carabao and trike. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Love and marriage, love and marriage, love and marriage.
Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, guys.
Morning guys, magandang umaga, masunting araw, mayang buntag sa tanong.
All right, guys. Saturday. Look, I have George with me.
Who?
Yeah, right. George, actually, I don't think ever went to bed. That's probably why we have the privilege of him today. Half asleep, George. That's
Huh?
why he is the head of state PH, and I'm just
Huh?
ahead of the state.
Eh,
I'm always one step ahead.
Mao.
So today we are going to talk about the number one mistake that has the expats and technically some Filipinos circling the drain. I do want to state in the beginning this, like me and George was discussing earlier, not all Filipinos and Filipinas are the same, and the same with the American women or the UK people or whatever. There's going to be idiots all over the world. Okay, there's going to be good people from all over the world. It just happens to be when it comes down to people grouped into that retirement situation that come here, they become bloggers, they fall into symbology, the ones that fall into all these mistakes and following these dumbass bloggers and just not taking any precaution and throwing it to the wind. They're circling the drain, and that drain is just sucking more and more. And we keep seeing the same thing. We just found 6 other vloggers talking about, oh, I live on $500 or less situation, but they're actually recording from Canada. They're actually recording from the UK. Some of them aren't even here. They came here vacation once, and then they get a few numbers. They get 2,000-3,000 views on a few videos, and then all of a sudden they're professionals at this. And I know a lot of other vloggers can relate to these ones that come here part-time or leave or only live here part of the time. But basically, I'm going to tell you what I feel is the number one killer of retirement, or what actually causes their whole situation to fall apart. But somebody said it right. Since the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, the quality of Filipinas that these guys are dating, not all Filipinas are the same, but in general, the ones they choose as a mistake, the quality of those women are going downhill as far as the dating pool becoming more and more shallow here. And the quality of the expats coming here. Like, they come here and they've got like all these issues going on with themselves. They come with little to no money and all that. So I'm going to tell you what I think is the number one mistake that's causing their downfall. And then I guess I'm going to let George, he'll probably just fight me on everything. Spicy George is in the house. We're going to discuss different things going on in the Philippines and probably backtrack on this week's situation. We got more and more information on Dexel and Jim. Supposedly, she's done some drunken lives. I don't know if she appears to be drunk in some of them, but it could just be the way she's talking. But I don't know if they both have drinking issues. Somebody, I know at one point they had these videos out. Looks like they've been removed since because I tried to go find them, but it looks like there's a bunch of issues. So we're just going to talk about this week's videos, answer some questions, and George had found an article where basically we have some of the footage where a German guy, there was an incident with a gun. Was he shot? That was him shot, right?
Oh, okay. Um,
This
well,
just happened in General Santos over there by Sunshine
yeah,
Shoulders.
General Santos, an expat, a German expat, a German foreign national. Okay, it's kind of weird. I don't understand what exactly happened because it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's kind of a all the way weird
The,
story.
there's a Filipino police officer that brought him over to I believe he brought him to the airport terminal. He didn't make it in yet, and the German had an altercation with a Filipino, I believe.
Mhm.
And see, the problem I have is what kind of person would take the firearm
Off
of
of
a
any
law
police.
enforcement police?
Right. What would make him, because what I seen real quick, I did just see him say, we just watched the video because we found more footage, and he stated they're never going to believe me or something. And I'm like, well, why would you have your hand on a cop's gun?
Because I don't. Okay, I understand that there's reasons. Now the question is if the reasons are justified. Point being is,
I mean, what would you think would be the only justified reason in case, like, you were being robbed and the cop
Here's the
wasn't
thing.
moving quick enough? Like, if you were being
it
attacked,
it
and you were
doesn't matter what
scared?
reason it is. He already lost.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, what
No,
would be a reason?
I understand that. Okay. The only reason
Is if the cop was trying to kill you himself?
Well, that's the thing. It's not the cop.
Maybe somebody was trying to rob them, and the cop was just being passive. It's like, yeah, I'll get him tomorrow.
Okay, well that's the thing. It doesn't matter. Point being is, see, first off, in order for a guy to take a firearm of another person, this is premeditated. What I'm saying is he was already thinking about
Yeah, I'll upload the video to our members.
And yes,
'cause it's bloody. We
reasons,
can't.
for
Yeah, we
reasons,
can't
yeah.
put this one on.
So anyway, regardless of what his reasons is, and again, I hate to say this, I don't care what reason you have, you cannot take a firearm of a law enforcement officer in any country. So anyway, so the foreign national German grabs his firearm, fires at the Filipino and the cop. So which is kind of questionable. So somehow during the middle of the things,
Well,
during the middle of the things, the law enforcement got a hold of his firearm back, and
it's somebody outside.
and shoots the German national. He's okay. Well, he seemed okay. I'm not saying he's okay
Hold
now.
on. Yesterday, the reason I had this look on my face is the neighborhood was swarmed by Jehovah Witnesses yesterday. And like literally there must have been 20 people in our neighborhood in ties and dresses and sun hats and
Yeah,
everything
and-
else. And that's what it sounded like, somebody out there, like, it's
Yeah,
like,
and again, guys, if you want to support the channel, hit the like button. Makes Heidi happy. We are doing a live right
need
now
to wake up.
on the very top of
Wake
the
up, babe.
watchtower. So
Yeah, Ivory Tower.
no, the watchtower.
Either way, George, please wake up, because George is on little
I don't
to no
have to wake
sleep,
up because
so
we are in the watchtower and we are
please
safe.
open your freaking eyes.
And I have 99 virgins coming to me. But anyway,
That's strike 2 for you. I want to let you know, strike 2.
what do you mean open my eyes? My eyes are
you're
open.
Asian. Well-
Yeah, exactly. Durr.
I know. Just please wake up.
I mean,
Drink
that-
your coffee. Please have some more coffee. So
Anyway, so what I was saying again, regardless of what reason he has, nobody in any country has the right to take the firearm of a law enforcement officer and use it. and that's what happened.
Okay, I just needed a what would be a reason and what not to. No reason at all. So unless you're in a corrupt situation where your life is on the line and possibly the cop is half asleep, that's when I would take it off. I don't give a shit what country I'm in. Heidi gonna do her thing. But something's wrong.
Okay,
Something's
well,
wrong because it's a kid that looks to be about 23. He freaked out about something. Maybe he thought he was being robbed and just thought the cop was a part of it. Who
obviously
knows?
not, because in the video they're okay.
I don't know, but the kid's statement, he can't be more than
Okay,
24 years.
what
It's
I'm
a very
saying
young German
is
guy.
they're not under attack or under anything
You
like
don't
that.
know that. We don't know the full story of what was going
No,
on.
no, I get that, but
Something made the kid like,
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
hey, chosen one is in the
Again,
house.
I'm not attacking nor defending this foreign national. Point being is what he did was wrong regardless of reasoning.
Popcorn time. Yeah, we're gonna get George. It says George is full of energy. Actually, we're working on fumes right now till we get some coffee in him. That's why I was telling him he was sitting there earlier as he was talking. I know he closes his eyes sometime.
I actually don't. I just it looks like I have my eyes closed because I watched our lives. It looks like I am asleep, but I'm not.
Is that more Jehovah Witnesses? I'm about ready to go nuts.
And Robert Goodson, popcorn time. Honestly, I swear to God, I am a popcorn addict.
We are.
Not even joking.
Yeah. So, guys, let us know where you're at, what's going on with prices, groceries, gas, the economy, what's going in and on your side of the world. Inflation is hitting here in the Philippines really big time. We discussed the other day about $1 carrots that we purchased here. And the costs are going up. The best thing that goes on here is the people are nice and people are always trying to have fun here. And
no, go ahead. I was just
there's nobody out there, so it's just the kids. That's just kids going by. Oh, these are
nothing. It's just neighborhood stuff.
Yeah, just people walking around because, like I said, we had there. It looked like a party out there yesterday. There were so many Jehovah Witnesses.
Look, I got you something.
Where'd you get that at? Aw, I can put them on my backpack. Little devil charms.
Little devil? They're not devils.
Yeah, they are. Those are being said that they're devil's toys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 700.
That's what the Jehovah Witness said.
Jimmy Swaggart. Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy Swaggart, be gone.
What are you talking about? You're the one that was all up in church trying to run a youth ministry and all that with you and your ex-wife and all that. You're the one that was a holy roller. I'm just saying these are devils. Little devils. These things are devils. I think they're cute. But now that I know that, there's a little charms. Oh, actually, you know what?
Okay. Boom.
I can wear them on my ears.
Yes, you can. Okay. Oh, this one, look. I get this one.
Oh, it's a little panda bear.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's a cat inside there.
Yeah, the space cat. Okay, pull her little butt.
Oh, look.
Pull her little butt. She has a little tab. And
Oh, wait a
push the
minute.
button. All right, push the button.
Where's the button?
It's on the back.
Oh, I see.
See it?
Oh, well,
you can't. They can't see it.
it's a flashlight. You can't. Yeah, it's so bright. Yeah, you can't see it. Yeah, you can't see it because of the. Yeah, sorry, guys.
It's a glowing kitty.
Yeah. No, it's like a flashlight to put on the backpack. Oh, that's really cute. Thanks, Boo.
Yeah, and I made lumpia for Heidi while she was asleep.
He did. He actually made lumpia. Here's the deal. I'm supposed to be eating healthier, and now I've got to find a ton of oil just to fry it in because we don't have the air fryer. I bet you I could hook these in, but I don't know how. Well, you're not gonna be able to see them anyways right now. But thank you. Thank you, babe.
Oh, I know you love it.
Trouble. You still need sleep.
Of course I'm trouble.
If I
Always
didn't
trouble.
say hello to Tony. Let's see, there was something else in the news I was going to talk about. Did you guys hear about the new male birth control pill that's going around and how it's
Oh
going to
my
affect the
gosh. Okay.
Philippines.
Now here's the thing. Is this just only in the Philippines or is this around the world?
No, it's around the world. I'm just talking about how it's going to
Okay,
affect
here's the
being
problem.
here.
I hate to tell
You don't have to trust the women no more. Just
okay.
take the damn pill, guys.
I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, don't take it. Please don't take it. And anybody who asks or like, why would you say something like that, George? You know why? I believe his name is Burt Wagner.
I just say take it and don't trust the
All right.
Filipinos.
Do you know who Burt Wagner is? Or Kurt Wagner. Sorry.
Okay, but what
Kurt
was the
Wagner.
point?
Kurt Wagner is Robin in Batman and Robin and the old
You
you
do
know,
realize that birth control pills
Adam-
affect
I-
women
okay,
too,
no,
right?
I'm-
We get all kinds of problems from it.
Stop.
So
Here's the problem. Adam West and Kurt Wagner are Batman and Robin. And Robin took chemical castration pills. Now, these pills are somewhat based on that.
you do realize birth control pills do a lot of the same thing to women. It's okay for women to take it, but you can't take a pill. Take the
Okay.
damn pill.
No.
And are these guys worried
Okay,
about
okay.
it at 65 years
Take
old
the
that
pill.
are coming out?
Fine. If you don't want kids, take the pill. But guess what? If you don't want a girlfriend, take the pill. Go ahead.
You don't want a girlfriend?
Correct. Because the side effects of that pill is makes you
Oh, well, too bad for you.
so you're gonna be like this. And then
We don't need a demonstration.
normally without the pill, you go like this.
But you can use
With the pill,
but
you
you
go
can
like
use-
this.
George, you can use your other method. George, kamikaze.
Whatcha? That's all you got, man.
If the girlfriend does that, then you'll be
actually,
back. If your girlfriend does that to you, then you're back.
Here's the problem. Actually, you don't even get to do that. You know why? Because your drive is gone. It is the side effect of the pill.
Nothing's safe anymore.
It takes away.
Did you see what they said causes throat cancer here lately?
Okay, Heidi. The point is, it takes
No more
away the
fun.
drive.
Okay, so does birth
And
control pills and a bunch of other
I don't
stuff.
want to sound like an asshole, or I don't want to sound like an insensitive prick. The problem is, you take away that drive from a guy, he's not gonna touch that woman or guy.
Oh, good for us. We can get some rest. Thank you.
Right, and that's why I said if you don't care for sex or your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Well, evidently people are using it, so it's already out there.
Actually, you know what? Never mind the
But
boyfriend.
did you hear
Never
me
mind the
say-
boyfriend part, because obviously they can't get pregnant. But
I'm just talking about, okay, let's just say I'm trying to apply it to the guys here as expats and all that. I get what you're saying. But they also just did an article that said that throat cancer has been coming from guys going down on women because that HPV and women having issues in their V area. The guys are getting throat cancer. It's been proven.
Nothing wrong with
No
being
more
a
eating at the
pescatarian.
Y.
Nothing wrong with
I
being a
think it's
pescatarian.
nasty to begin with. You nasty, George. You nasty. You nasty, nasty. Hey, you know when Miss Jackson, Janet Jackson, wrote
Love
"Nasty"?
fish.
He wrote
Fish
it about
is where
George.
it's at.
That song was about George.
You know,
Nasty.
nothing
boy,
wrong
don't
when
mean a
you
thing.
eat fish
Ooh, you
and you
nasty
eat
boy.
tuna, mackerel. You know, nothing wrong with that.
Latest news. George has got throat cancer. Your mommy didn't know.
Hey, at least I died. Vegetarian, like a spot. No,
Don't eat fish.
No,
Eat
they're
carrots.
not my type.
Hey,
I mean,
don't eat fish.
Vegetables are not my type. I'm just saying.
Eat carrot. George, did you see me? Look, George, do it. Repeat after me. Put your hands up like this. Ready? Go like this. Go like this over your head. Let me see. I can't see your tongue.
Don't do it that way. You go like this.
Well, you do it your way, and I'll do it. Who looks more realistic? Eat carrots like this. Do it quick, George. Carrots. Carrots. Got the dog wound up. Carrots. Carrots. Carrots.
Why are you barking, Mary?
Because I said carrots, her favorite. Carrots.
Oh, she does.
Carrots. Carrots. Carrots.
What the freak, man?
Carrots. 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 Carrots.
Look,
Come here, Mary.
don't make me take Mr. Purple out here. Mr. Purple.
I call it. You know what you look like walking around in the dark last night.
What?
You're like one of them brown and black caterpillars. You know the black, black, brown. It's black, brown, black, bush.
Don't
brown.
let me go Bruno on you.
You look like those caterpillars when you're walking around naked like that.
Heidi still hasn't watched Bruno, and guess what?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh my God, Bruno. Oh my God.
Anyways, let's move on. Good morning. Davao is full of grandpas dating teens. Yeah, they all look miserable, sitting silent on their phone. Yeah, they look like that in the mall here. Most of these couples in public just look that way when it comes to the expat porn. Probably the only lively couple walking through the Marquee Mall is me and George. Me trying to keep up with George, or me nagging George in the mall. It's like George's like, leave me alone. Hey, get back here. Hey, leave me alone. About the most communicating couple out there as far as an expat. George said, just sit over there, bitch, and shut up. It's like, can I have money for a slushie? Right. Shut up, woman.
Exactly. Exactly. Put her in her spot. Make me a sandwich.
You want any more of those meat patties? How was your breakfast this morning?
Okay, Heidi made me breakfast. It's like these. They're hamburger patties, basically, but it's her hamburger patties. That doesn't sound right.
Basically, it's meatloaf made into patties, but more of an Italian spice. They were off the chain.
Really freaking good. No doubt. No, really, they are.
So you guys missed that. So there's your sandwich. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Patriot Life, good morning. There are more Australians than Americans living in the Philippines. Has been. You got to turn around so I can see Geo. I'm bringing Geo back. Dun, 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 dun. Come back from Bangkok, boy. Boom, 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 boom. I miss you, Geo. I miss you.
You know, the funny thing is, the shirt he's wearing, I wear those shirts all the time. Not today,
no,
though.
he like when I met him, they're very comfortable. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Remember, it's only 6-hour flight. There's known as the swag man. Geo's a swag man. George is a swaggy. George is a swaggy. Is it true? I mean, I know there's X amount of Americans here. I thought there was 460. Can we get?
Well,
can you give me a breakdown of the current expats here? You should be able to find that online really quick.
They don't say that.
Oh, yes, they do. They'll say how many, give or take.
Okay.
I mean, you won't get an exact
without
number,
looking. And Patriot Life, I don't doubt it. The reason being is because it is a closer country. I mean, it really
I get that. I'll tell you who's here the most. It's the Koreans and Chinese.
Yeah,
them are literally
they're closer than Australia.
I said about the stupidest thing after I was here for a few days. I said, "Man, there's a lot of Asians."
Now the Japanese, they probably don't want to be here because honestly,
I'm bringing sexy.
I mean, they think they're probably better than us, but whatever.
That's an Asian thing to say.
Not an Asian thing to say. They're Japanese.
With the government of Australia, no wonder they flee to the Philippines. I want to be truthful. I just seen a vlogger out in Mindanao, and he made a true statement. All the countries are falling apart. The UK is like a hellhole. America is a hellhole. Every country is now got its own shit. And as of probably even 20 years ago, it was a whole different thing. It's an overflow of bad immigrants. Like immigration issues, their policies, how people are coming in illegally. It's the way that all the countries seem to be. What?
Oh, I wasn't trying to. But you know the answer to that one. I forgot the answer.
No, I forgot. Yeah. I have no idea.
Yeah, okay.
But I forgot. I've sent that one to you before.
I know.
I don't remember what it was, but the countries are falling apart, and everybody is bringing their ways of life, just like Americans bring their shit and mentality over here, and how we feel we're better than people or are better than some people. And but either way, you get the point. The same with the mentality that's going on, like in New York, you go through and you'll see the street vendors, people selling things on blankets. And in other words,
Jesus Christ.
They're all bringing their ways of life to the country, and they're all falling apart. All countries are. So everybody's scrambling to go where it's cheaper, where they think they're going to find better women or a better way of life. And I think it's getting to be a melting pot everywhere, man. But I think people flee from all countries. Hey, what's going on, Pablo? Good morning. What is going on? Yeah, same woke government of the
No,
UK. They
okay.
will soon flee.
I'm not arguing with anybody, but according to Google, I'm
I
not.
know there was
Source.
460,000 U.S.
The source is
people,
Google,
Americans.
which may or may not be correct. According to Google, it's 250,000 Americans in the Philippines versus 200,000 Australians in the Philippines. I'm actually honestly shocked, but I'm just saying that's what Google says. I mean, let me look at it.
I mean, did you?
Yeah, I looked at it twice.
Did that come from a website or just the first AI?
It says according to Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, actually, it says 220,000 Americans.
Yeah, you're going by Wikipedia.
Well, I already went through Google and Wikipedia. According to Google, it's 250,000.
Yeah.
According to
Yeah, it's all different things.
well, that's
As
what,
of a year ago, 225,000, but they listed how many. I thought it was way more than that. Some of these numbers are behind.
okay. That doesn't include 218,000 as far as Australian goes. In according to, but remember, these are all different sources. However, what skews the number is, remember, there are American Filipinos, and
See,
there
that doesn't
are
seem, yeah, this doesn't seem
there,
right because they said there were like 40. I thought they said there were 45,000 people in the
there are
Philippines on Social
Australian
Security. So
Filipinos
how can there
too.
only be
So
600? So the numbers are wrong. Until you guys do more research, there's no way there's only 6,300 from the US, and that's what came up. So yeah, that's why Googling shit just doesn't work
no.
anymore.
Google
You
lies.
really have to.
Google lies. Google's is very inaccurate unless you know that your actual numbers or do some real research. Google is not usually accurate. Actually,
Well, yeah, you got to go to the government sites, and even
even
then you can't trust
well,
it.
even inventions and stuff like that, I have
Hey,
caught
pause.
Google wrong in a lot of things. So just saying, so watch out. Watch
Hey,
out.
Timothy. Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
you
even
can't
simple things like inventions, Google is wrong. So don't. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying.
hit that like button while you have some free time. Thank you, guys. It makes George happy, and it might wake him up. Ka-chow!
Yeah,
Caterpillar.
the more you hit that like button, the higher our status is in the watchtower.
That's right. That's true. They will give me more. That's a closer to God I'll be now. What do they call those caterpillars? Is that even a caterpillar? It's not. What do they call that black white, that black brown, whatever? Is there a name? Is that just a caterpillar, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'll show you. Bet it comes up black and brown. Uh, caterpillar. We had him when we were kids. There he is. That's you.
Why?
Bush and bush and in between brown. That's you. That's George. See how it's black on top, and then his bush down there at the crotch is black, and then brown in between. Just picture some of them are black, brown, black, brown. You ever see those up north in the United States? And they look all cute, and you pet them and everything, and they're nice and furry. I guess they bite. I had no idea some of them will bite you, but usually there's black in between. That's what I was saying is you.
You're messed up.
Some of them's got more and less. I've seen them, but I don't know. They call them the woolly bears. That's even funnier.
All right. Goddamn. All
Woolly
right.
bear.
Vets Vlogs. Okay, Vets Vlogs has something correct. Now,
Woolly
first
bear.
off,
Call them woolly bears, babe. Look,
Yeah.
aren't they cute?
yeah.
Woolly bears. They call them woolly bears. That's funny because George, I call him baby bear, and he calls me bubbly bear.
Right.
Oh.
So anyway,
Whoosh.
Vets Vlogs has something right. Again, I was hacking before Google existed. Point being is There's certain people that know stuff way before even the internet. However, here's the thing. Vesblog says Google will give you 1 million answers, but a librarian will give you the correct one. Honestly, back then, before Google, your Google source is a freaking librarian. Truth. Truth.
True. Let me tell you where I got my knowledge. My mother's shoe and the encyclopedia books that she had on that shelf. They used to have a door-to-door encyclopedia, like there were payments made on these suckers, and they weren't cheap. Usually you could get a few volumes at a time or whatever. My mom had it because we couldn't always go to the library. So if we were doing homework, she insisted on that
Yeah.
being the
Well,
source.
in
My mom's shoe was the other
when I was
source of
younger,
knowledge.
in the
Hell
library,
yeah.
they have the top 10 readers, and me and my sister fought for the spot of number one. Just saying. But anyway,
Circling the train. I'm pretty sure I said drain. That did say drain in the title, right?
now circling the train.
Drain.
Now
Yeah, that
this is
too.
what you do, and I'm not gonna go there. But anyway,
You cheap son of a bitch.
dang, Robert Goodson. George needs to do some manscaping down. Actually, I hate to say this, I probably do.
That's all I see when he's in the dark. I
There's
just
a lot of
see
bush. A lot of bush.
And I did tell people during the last live that when we met, you were so freaking pale because most of your job was inside that you
No,
were
it's
bright
weird.
white. And I said,
Like I actually
no, I just got me a
darker.
Morena.
Like my skin versus Heidi was really close. Put it that way.
Well, you still are pretty light, but you are darker now. I got me a Morana.
No, I did. I did
Got
go
a
dark.
got me a drama.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a drama. George, are you a drama?
My father bought the full collection of encyclopedia that cost him a small fortune. Back then you had to buy there are three major encyclopedias: the Collier's New Book of Knowledge and Encyclopedia Britannica. Those are the three
Ours was
major ones.
Britannica.
And then you have your little
Hey,
subsidies,
good morning,
which is
Sarah.
the National Geographic and Reader's Digest
Or George.
and the Almanac.
There you go, George, or your favorite, Drain the Train.
I read all of them every freaking year.
No, we did. And you know, we're not going to always be right.
Z.
Like, you guys think we're being petty. Some of the comments that get held because people add in bullshit comments on the side of it, so it either gets held by YouTube or by us. You know, someone had a full discussion about you not having your motorcycles right. And they went into saying they
Oh
rode
my
for
god.
some damn...
No. Okay. The motorcycle thing, again, if you can't keep up with me, I'm sorry. That tells me you're not a real biker. You can tell me you're a real biker, but when I say something like, oh, in the US, 500cc is not a. If you have a motorcycle under 500cc, they don't call it a motorcycle. I'm sorry. That tells me.
Well, he means that, but
I
he didn't
know
mean
that,
it
but what I'm
literally.
saying
No,
is-
the
yeah,
person
it's not-
tried to say
right,
that there are motorcycles over
No.
that number,
You
under
can
that. And I'm
you
like,
can have
no,
a
we know
motorcycle for
that.
100cc.
He's just saying it's not a real motorcycle was the point they
in the
missed.
US. It's kind of like Mopar. A
Mopar.
Mopar. I even said that in the last live. I said a Mopar guy will say that's not a car. That's not a car because unless you have a Mustang with like 500 horsepower, that's not a car. The same thing. With motorcycles. In fact, put it this way, guys. Not joking. Not joking. In my group, we're talking about adults here. My friend, which is a very legitimate guy. In fact, he's so legitimate. You know what? He's the one who worked on Black Eyed Peas T-Rex. If you don't know what that is, that's the point. You can't keep up. But what I'm saying is, point is, he's very legit. He's very legit. He had a Harley. He traded it in for a Goldwing. No, not a Goldwing. I forgot what it was. But either way, it's a scooter. That's 800cc, an 800cc scooter. Guess what? The group made fun of him because it was a scooter.
Yeah, so people always want to
Because it's not a
interpret things
motorcycle.
Totally different.
Point being, I wasn't trying to say no. You can have a. I even said in the last live. Do you know what a slingshot is? It looks like a car, but it's a motorcycle.
Wow.
It's
What?
how it's built.
Okay.
Guys, I'm an engineer. Trust me. But anyway, let's.
Yeah. So
Without going further away.
the person's an idiot.
well,
They tried
correct.
to say
You can't.
that you
Well,
don't
he's
know
a troll
motorcycles
because
based
obviously
on
you can't keep up with the conversation. I clearly made statements that
in between. They didn't watch the whole thing. They took one piece of
right.
our 2 hour
If you're
live
taking one
stream,
piece and twist
didn't
it
see the
into
whole
your
live stream.
narrative, then there's something wrong with you. Obviously, you can't keep up.
And stay
And
and
obviously,
stay with us, guys.
well, and
during this
obviously
live
he's not a
stream.
biker because any biker.
Oh no! According to him, he listed off these odd bikes that, of course, I
Yeah, he
don't know
googled
of.
the shit.
Right,
But who
and he
cares?
said he worked for 2 of the magazines, so
Who?
he knows.
No. Yeah.
He knows, and he worked
and
for
guess
those
what?
magazines.
I know motorcycles. I am a. Well, I'm not a mechanic, but I am an engineer. Point being is.
The point is, they didn't watch the entire live stream, so stick around for the whole live
He
stream,
didn't.
guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch our live
Don't
streams.
take one piece of what I said and twist it. It's
Here-
kind of. And any real biker in the chat right now will tell you, if you have a motorcycle less than 500, people will make fun of you in the biker
the
group.
only thing that I want to say about motorcycles, and I disagree, I love Harley Davidson.
Unless you're in a different country.
Can I get my motorcycle shit in? Hold up. They said that only fat guys and old guys ride Harleys. I beg to differ.
Oh my God!
What it is, it's a real man motorcycle.
I got a ticket.
My uncle was neither of them. Andy was with the Hells Angels. And my uncle was a rough dude. I'm talking about rough, like when tattoos meant something and ball piercings. Like my uncle flipped his junk out in front of the entire family and showed his piercings. He didn't give a shit who was in the room. I'm like, what's that? My mom said, cover your eyes, Heidi Ellen. I was like, own damn uncle and shit. But what I'm saying is, don't say somebody. I think it was the same guy that made the statement that only old fat dudes ride Harleys, and I'm like, what the hell?
Well, first off, no, and second off, here's the funny thing: I did get a ticket in
Just
the
like
U.S.
fat girls don't get love every night,
and
bitch.
they mailed me the ticket because I ran a what do you call that? According to them, I allegedly ran a
Hey, chosen
one of those booths,
guy.
a toll booth, and I called them up. I said, "Hey, listen, you guys sent me a ticket, but that's not me. There's a picture,
right.
okay? 2 reasons. One, I said I'm in the wrong city. No, they gave me a ticket for the wrong city
all the time in Florida.
And then 2, I'm a skinny guy.
Oh, it was a big guy.
It was a big guy. Now again, I have nothing against big or small. I could care less. But I was just saying the photos
looks
there,
like a kid on a motorbike.
Yeah,
That's how
I'm
little
small.
he is.
And I swear to God, the entire room busted out laughing because they were apparently listening to the conversation. They busted out laughing and said, "Don't worry, sir, we'll take care of it. Obviously, it's a mistake." And then that's it. But anyway.
Yes, guys, I just want to say that it does help our channel. Me and George was discussing the bitching that's going around about people, that vlog and trying to make money and talking shit to make money and all that. One, we're going to talk shit whether it brings us money or
Tony
not.
Manny. Harley's gay bikers.
To put our live streams through, the longer you watch, the more people that come into the room and join the conversation, like old AOL and stuff. So show those other dumbass channels that it's better to be entertaining and write about what's going on about life here and expat life here in the Philippines. I don't see how anybody watches certain channels that where they're, I don't know, it just, and I don't even think we're even trying to be entertaining. We're just trying to be ourselves. In other words, we're the whole package.
Being real. We're just being real.
And I don't know how people sit through live streams. I think Sunshine is entertaining. Gio goes through and he answers questions, but he can be entertaining. But I get tired of the same live streams. We just pop through and we're like, I can't sit through this. It's like, I bought a house here in the Philippines and my girlfriend gets this salary and she's at the mall today and later I'm going to make fish out on the grill and this is what's going on and this is my thought of the day. And I'm like, God damn, do something different, dude, man. Switch it up. Do something. Put a fucking wig on or something, man. But the whole point is the longer you guys stick around, the bigger our channel grows. And thank you, everybody. I believe we're at 23,000 over the last 4.5 years. We hit a couple million views just on YouTube. And we just going to keep doing what we're doing until George falls down the stairs or ends up in that doghouse.
Yeah, now, again, just so you guys know,
you, Black
talking
Grandpa.
to the bikers in the group, Tony Manning says, Harley, okay, this is what Tony Manning says. Don't get upset with me. I'm just saying what they say.
George, keep
Tony Manning says, Harley's gay bikes are gay bikes, basically what he's saying. And
What?
Indians are the true bike.
No, okay.
Okay,
I like Indians. No, I will.
Indians
Yes.
are, unfortunately, they're hard to get and they're really expensive. Okay. And then Robert Goodson says,
But it seemed like a lot of people had them in the 70s and 80s when around my
well,
dad. But that was back then,
it
right?
disappeared and it restarted. I don't know
Okay.
how it is now.
My
And
dad used to
then-
put his Harley in the
Right.
house.
And then Robert Goodson says Harleys are
My
pieces
dad
of
was
shit.
skinny.
Now, that's
And he wasn't old.
I kind of agree with you, but there's a lot of Harley guys out there. In fact, I personally went. Now, okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Is that like they just
I-
look decent and it's a tough man motorcycle back in the
It's
60s
kind of like
and
Orange
70s?
County choppers. Anybody who knows it about bikes and know what I'm talking about. But anyway,
Yeah, I don't
what
know.
I'm saying is,
I just know that Harley.
here's my real
was-
experience with Harley. I went to this pristine, well-known Harley Davidson shop because I was looking for a motorcycle. Right, I walked in. And I was looking at these motorcycles. So the salesman walks up to me and says, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Blah, 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 blah. And I said, "Okay, I'm looking for a bike and whatever." And on the second bike, I was looking at it, like literally inspecting it. And then, okay, I'm not offended, but I'm offended because of the guy, not the people. So a white couple walked in the Harley shop.
I'm already offended.
And then
That's how
the
them bar jokes-
salesperson dropped me. It's called a drop. When a salesperson leaves you, that means they dropped you. The salesperson dropped me and went to the
They
to
do
the white
that.
couple.
They do that to you now here in the Philippines.
Now here's a no. In
They
the
come to
U.S.,
me.
there's a system. There's a salespeople in line. The person in front is called point. So the guy on point went over to engage me. It's called engagement, and he engaged me, whatever, and then he dropped me and left me and
left
then
you
went
for
to
a white person.
correct. And I got offended because I'm not your normal guy. I know how things work. I'm like, you motherfucker, you dropped me. You fucking dropped me. So you know what I did? I went next door to the
Spit in his
Honda
coffee?
shop.
You put gas in his tank?
No.
Or you put sugar in his
Here's
gas
the
tank?
thing. I was serious. I was serious in buying a Harley. So you know what happened? Guess what? I went next door to the Honda shop, and they took care of me. I bought 2 motorcycles cash. 2 motorcycles cash. Because I was serious. I had the money to buy a
It's true.
Harley.
George is the one that had the money.
And I was
we
like,
got
you
together.
motherfucker, you know what? Guess what? Somebody else is going to get this money. So I went next door and bought 2 Harleys cash. So I said, screw you.
No, you bought 2 Hondas. You just said Harleys.
Oh, Hondas, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you
I
got
bought 2 Hondas, right. And again,
Was
like I
it
said,
about equal to the price of one?
no, it's a little more, of course, but
Harley's.
point being is, and either way,
I got you.
you don't do that shit. You know?
Yeah, I don't think we're due for a delivery. Now that's last time I went out there and answered the call, I got snag-oled by 20 Jehovah Witnesses. Although I turned it on them. Yeah, there is somebody out there.
No, that's the whole. It's the whole.
He's at our gate saying that?
Who the hell is that? Zoom out.
I would just open the door. No, wait a minute. He's coming to him. But I'm a little concerned why he's yelling through ours and he's still standing there. I'd find out. 1 second. Don't fully step out. I don't trust anybody after threats. Trust nobody. What's going on?
No, they want me.
Oh, the car's in the way.
Yeah, or something. They're doing some construction or something.
Well, they were doing something the other day with wires. Okay, so there was somebody really going at it outside, and no, I don't trust anybody these days. That's another thing, off the motorcycle topic and that thing going on with the German. I have seen a ton of videos where they're showing a lot more robberies, sending young kids, flossing them between gates at houses, things like this, people showing up. And it's known that I'm in the neighborhood. Although we ain't the richest people in this neighborhood, that's for sure. But people do track, watch, and follow people here like they would anywhere, but here especially. So we don't go jumping on everybody that's at the gate. We probably get several threats a week from people that are mad about our live streams or mad about us being together or just hateful people. So we don't exactly run out when other dummies are making threats either. Here, can you get around? Well, I get.
I'm
Yeah, so he's got to move the car because they have like a night market and different things that come through here, and parking is not easy. So he parked the car up the street last night.
Somebody will park in my parking spot.
Well, that happens too, but anyways, just be careful. I always felt like there was some sort of safety. I was like, who would come up and over the gate? Ain't no lazy expat or blah 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 going to try to come through our gate. But crap, they're using kids that are like 7 years old, and skinny guys are going through the gate and over like places like this big. They're slinking in there, and they just had somebody that off an older woman that was running a sorry store, and they over like a couple thousand pesos. It was crazy. So just take safety to people that just approach your gates all the time and everything. It's how it starts out. That's how these shows that I've been watching, these crime shows here lately, it's the dangest thing how they get off by meeting one person at a bar and giving their phone number, and they put tracking stuff in their phones while they're sitting there drinking, and that's kind of crazy. But um they may come to the Philippines emasculated by Western culture. They may be damaged goods. Are you talk who's emasculated? They may come to the Philippines emasculated by Western culture. I mean, I get it. There's just all types that come here. I don't think so. I just think these people get the thought and ideals are going to come here and live a better life, cheaper, all that like us. I had a different vision, even though I watched a bunch of YouTubers, and George had not been home in a long time. And then the pandemic was happening. And why we were here during a 2 year period, the first 2 years, so much has changed in the Philippines as far as how they do the food deliveries and how they do all these things, and a lot of things become a necessity and a lot more businesses popped up and all this. But for us it was a cost factor, but I didn't factor in the first number one thing I didn't factor in was the weather. That's the first thing that people bitch about, and it's hard for some people to get over. They just leave over it and stuff. But I don't know. You know what I get tired of is men and women, because there are a bunch of women here that come from the West. I wouldn't say a ton of them, but we're still 1% of who's here or something. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh my God, it was the men and this, and that. I just couldn't stand them, how they're broke all the time, or they're drunk all the time, or they're abusive, or, men are men everywhere, women are women. I'm not going to use that as an excuse of why I'm up in here to make some goddamn content or something and sit there and bitch and complain about them. I'm gonna sit there and bitch and complain about the weather or the crime or something else going on, but I'm not gonna sit there and just 100% blame my country. Now, I wouldn't go back there. I mean, I find still the cost is worth me staying here versus what's going on in the U.S. situation. I miss my family, yes, but I don't know, emasculated by the Western culture. No, I think the people had their own goddamn issues before they got here. You can't blame a culture or the way things are back in your countries, whether it's the UK or Canada. That's what I keep, hearing is it was because of Canada I couldn't find a good woman and I couldn't get a good job and I just had to go make a go out of it. In Asia and over in the Philippines, things are just so nice and the people are so nice. Same bitches when the cameras go off. It's like, oh my God, it's hot and I can't believe I just paid this for that. And same people bitching as soon as the camera goes off. Shit. The whole thing is you are who you are where you are, and shit's gonna happen to you the same just like it would there, except for you can find some cheap rent here, and you're gonna have a hard time finding a job. It's kind of like YouTube on the view things. It's a matter of luck anywhere. It's like rolling the dice no matter where it is. But if you bring your own shit and issues here, you got issues. And I think the expat quality is going downhill. And they go, well, so are you, Heidi. Hell, I guess. I already said that could be me. First medical issue, that will be me. One cheeseburger away from having a heart attack. Like, there went Heidi. Oh, thank God she's been talking shit about people. Hell yeah, I already said during all that Mark Thornton shit that I could be next. Matter of fact, I suspect I've been sick here lately. Like literally because of you guys can't see that. Anyways, I've been bruising and swelling and sick because of the medicine I've been on, and I'm struggling. I get it. We could be one medical issue away from being broke ourselves. We're not rich here. But the whole thing is we all have our own issues. I struggle with anxiety and ADHD and some other things that I deal with. I think we all got a level of some sort of problems. You bring them here, it just makes it harder on your life and people aren't prepped. Now, I'm going to ask George later what the number one mistake is. And I'll let you guys come in on this later situation, probably talk about it later. Me, myself, I'm going to say the number one mistake is men coming here and dating right away and getting married right away and having these kids. It's the number one downfall. Income wise, are like, oh, well, I can live on 600 and I've got 2 kids and I have AC in my house and all this shit they talk about. I'm like, oh, bullshit. You guys have multiple incomes. Like the guy had a wife that was making money. He had a check. You guys got multiple sources. You just don't tell people you use up that money every month. No, guys, it is relationships. These guys come in, oh, I'm not here to date. No, a lot of them are heading here to date. You guys are like 50, 60, 70 years old coming over here and starting dating and having kids and all of that. That destroys, that just makes the whole circling of the drain shit even worse. You guys are just circling, waiting to fail if you get into these relationships as soon as you get here. You ain't adjusted to the weather, the culture. Even if you guys been here a few times, you guys think you're experts when you get here and you've been here for a few months and then you leave and go back to your country for a few years. I'm coming back for retirement. Come back. Oh, I'm a pro. No, guys. You know, some guys aren't even seasoned. They've only been to the Philippines and then back. The first time they ever left the country was coming to the Philippines. I'll repeat it. I've been all over the world. For those that don't know, I've been to the UK. I've been to Canada. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Belize. Okay. I've been here in the Philippines. And so I've been to Malta, Egypt. I've been to the Middle East. So this is not my first time. Egypt to me was really poor. But when I got to the Philippines and really checked things out, I'm like, holy crap, it's really poor here. And the infrastructure it reminds me a lot of Egypt. Now, I think these guys are getting here, and that is their downfall. Is they say they're not going to get married or in a relationship, especially the YouTubers we watch them. They arrive in Dumaguete. I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you how to live in the Philippines. Exact copies of Paul's Old Dog New Trick, stealing his exact moves, poses, and everything else. And then they get married, and then that just drains them emotionally, financially. They get scammed by the family. They get taken by the family. And then you got 12 expats that are here on the streets here in the Philippines. What happened?
I'm out of load. I need load.
You better sit your ass down there, Caterpillar.
If you want me to keep texting you or messaging you,
No, actually, I don't. I want you to sit there
I
silent.
need load.
No, you need to sit there and just sit still. And I told them the reason why I think it's the number one mistake. I know we still got a little bit of time left in the live stream. Let me tell you about a guy that just came from Thailand. And the crazy shit is the guy's been married twice in Thailand, a few times in the US. He's on his way to the Philippines because he's had enough. First thing he asked for was a rent-a-girlfriend. And like, well, if you go to Angel City, you're probably in the right place, or wherever you're going to find him. Go ahead and get on a dating app. But he wants a woman already. He just got out of a divorce. This is a person that's got mental issues and can no longer, can you see? You probably can. Actually, I like those better. Can you see?
Not really.
Why? They're the same.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Why is everything blurry then?
Well, it's because they're probably greasy. Because I was cooking yesterday. I take them on and off during the live stream. But sorry, the guy's already probably got issues. It means he's got, my mind's half blank this morning, probably because of meds. But what do they call that? He's codependent. If he needs a woman and he just got out of divorce and he was in a couple divorces in the US and he can't be alone and he's looking for a girlfriend the moment he hits the country, the bitch has got issues. Bitch up. Speaking of bitch,
My Carabao sick.
I don't have here. Here, your Carabao is sick.
My Carabao is sick.
Here, I'll give you something. I'm gonna give you something here, George. Buy a new Carabao. Yeah, who's
My Carabao's mom is sick.
there? Buy you some more. Yes. Before you get to it, there's your rent money.
Oh, thank you.
And what else?
Let me go to my my kabit real quick.
You ain't got no kabit. You don't need grocery money. There's your grocery money. And what else do you need? Anything else? Wait a minute. Anything else?
Is it hot in here?
Here.
Oh man, it's hot.
Here you go.
It's hot in here.
That was George's stripper money last night. Notice they're mostly hundreds and fifties. You better make some more money. Stop taking these 50s and hundreds from people, bitch. It's mostly what it is. Hey, Mary, carrot. 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 Carrots. 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 Here, pick her up. She wants to see the people.
Okay, now
So, but yes, the relationship is a snake drainer and a drainer of the snake in the brain. And these guys are mentally bumping their head. I say, let me know what you think causes the downfall and what causes these guys to hit the bottom of the drain, besides who they are as a person. That's what I would say runs in a tight second, is they are their own downfall. Me, when I got here, I spiraled. I was always like, shit, I'm never gonna make it, and this shit, and oh my god, the heat, and oh my god, I'm just not gonna deal with it. And then I was trying to take George down with me, and I guarantee these men are nagging on their women about this shit. Except for the difference is nobody's sucking my duck, nobody's cooking. Well, George would cook, but what I'm saying is, on top of me dealing with the Philippines, I'm the one that does a lot of the work. So picture that. They've got somebody doing their shit, rubbing their back, treating them like whatever. George, you think I'm
okay,
getting some cooperation with
here's
George?
the bottom line. Know your value. Be aware of your value and be aware of their value. And I'm not saying that you
Don't
treat them like a slave or anything like that, but don't let them treat you like a slave, because in all probability, I'm not saying it's an always thing, but anybody in the chat right now, in all probability, you're probably bring more to the table than they do.
What do you think is causing the number one mistake of the way these guys are going down the drain and quick? Mine, I said, was relationship. What do you think is the major issue here?
Oh, you're talking about as in financial ruin?
What do you all know? Why these guys are going down the drain quick, circling the drain? Their whole lives are falling apart. You know what circling the drain meant?
Okay. Here's the thing. The
Yeah,
issue
there's
is
trash going down in the drain. What's causing them to become shit and go down the shitter?
issue is thirst.
So it's relationship and the women thing that's making these men
Well,
downfall.
it's kind of like a catch
go
22.
broke
It's kind of
and-
like most of the time,
So he agrees.
foreigners go to the Philippines to get a relationship, whether male or female. And now here's the problem: it's like a crapshoot. You don't know if you're getting a good one or a bad one.
It happened the same in the U.S., but I was saying that a lot of these guys come here mentally broken. I said, I'm not short of being not mentally broken or could go broke or things can happen to us. I'm well aware what could happen to myself, but a little self-awareness would be nice for these guys. Number one, they think they're Brad Pitt. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They come here all cocky with wallet hanging out, and one of these had like, oh, well, I heard the women are out in the province, and I'm gonna go out there and grab me a woman. And what is the deal with the cowboys out there today?
Now here's the thing.
They're not self-aware that this shit's going to go down. They think they're Superman when they arrive here. They think they're the rhinestone cowboy that we put on our thumbnail.
Here's the thing.
Just
A lot of you
rhinestone
guys
cowboy.
or girls again. I'm not making this up. I've spoken with a lot of Filipinos, and the consensus is that if a Filipino wants a relationship, it's easier to catch an American than to catch a Filipino. I mean,
Or a foreigner.
Well, yeah, foreigner. Well, they're being specific because they're talking to me and they know that I'm from the U.S. So they're talking about Americans. Point being is let that sink in. If a Filipino thinks that's easier to catch an American than a Filipino, what does that mean to you, and what does that mean to them? You know what I'm saying? So that also brings value, and what I'm saying is, when it comes to value, is I understand that I'm more of a deep thinker, and some of you don't like that, but here's the reality: a person who gets something that's harder to get will value that more than anything that's what's afterwards. What I'm saying is, even if a worthless piece of rock costs $10,000, even though it's a worthless piece of rock, because it's harder to get a hold of, that person will hold that and treat it more than a diamond that's 10 times more than that rock. That's my point.
Hey, book 'em
So,
Dano.
and again, Filipinos think that Americans are easier to get than Filipinos. Again, that's not from me. I did because honestly, I think the other way around. Honestly, I think Americans are harder to get than Filipinos are, and a lot of you in the chat will agree with me 100%
I
that.
don't think so.
Well,
I think they're simps. I think all the guys coming here are simps. If they're starting their relationships mostly straight out the bat here,
no, no,
I
no, no, no.
think they're.
It's harder to get Americans. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about like any nationality?
Well, I'm talking about specifically Americans. That Americans will agree with me that they think, in general, it's harder to get an American than it is a Filipino.
You lost me somewhere, but I'll.
Well, that's because you weren't listening to the first part. That Filipinos think that Americans are easier to get than Filipinos. It's the opposite. It's the complete opposite.
Okay. Um,
Babe, I know it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense for whether or not it makes sense to you guys. Trust me, it's not a good thing.
So, the number one mistake for these guys failing at their retirement and coming here and going down the shitter, you think it's still in a form of the relationship they're jumping into when they get here, which leads to their financial doom, homelessness. That seems to be the theme.
Well,
Like that was a lot of what this week was about. Jim and Dexel, the homelessness, different
okay,
things.
yeah, okay. Let's. I'm not.
Beach Back Mountain.
Let's not talk about them directly, but it's very similar. It's the Filipino will cash a foreigner, but will have a Filipino on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then go through the line with the Americans. I'm talking about guys. Again, I'm not racist here. I'm just talking about by examples because one, I lived in the U.S. for a long time. I never lived in Britain. I never lived in Australia, so I really can't vouch for that. If that makes any sense. And most of the Filipinos I talk to, it's kind of vice versa. Most of them have more experiences in America than Australia, and in Britain. If that makes any sense, you know. But anyway,
Yeah. I'm just looking something up here.
someone says I didn't qualify as a simp chaser. Sir, hey Sarah, how you doing? I'm getting all the ads on TV, not on phone, and there are a lot of ads. Most guys here have a big belly with their shirts up and showing everyone.
Talking about Filipinos or expats.
Well,
Be honest,
I'm not.
George.
Well, no, no, no.
It seems to be a lot of
It's both.
Filipinos.
It's
Yeah.
both. But I think it has something to do with the weather more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you just roll your eyes at me when you look at me?
no.
Oh, it just seemed that way.
Heidi, you know my weak symptom has Jose del Negro.
Right. Sorry. I mean, it's not usually the Western women that are coming here. They're already married, or they're bringing a Filipino-born American, like they were born in America. Like I just seen another couple again, and he's Filipino, And he goes on about his American wife. I'm like, bitch, you were born in America. You are American. You just happen to be a Filipino, nationality. You're not. So he's returning over here. Plus, they're under the age of 30 something years old, and now he's going on like he knows the entire country, never even been here.
Yeah.
My Filipino life, my this, my that. And that's fine. Everybody can be and pretend and go on about whatever shit they want. It's social media. Good for them. But the whole situation of the people that are getting here, usually the women either bring their husbands over here with them, or it's not like they come here and they start dating and whatever. And a lot of them are in a younger age. We're talking about people over the age of 40, 50, 60, 70 that are coming here to retire, and they come here to do retirement. They come here and then they get married. They choose these women and they have babies right away and all that. I think that's their downfall.
Well, the babies thing now, I hate to say this. Again, I'm not picking on the Americans or foreigners here. Usually, the foreigners have a baby with Filipinos to lock them down. But anyway, and also, again, since we're on the topic, be aware that most good Filipinos and a lot of foreigners will agree with me, whether it's old dog or or Geo, whatever. Point being is most good or decent Filipinos will never ask for anything from you. For example, when sometimes Heidi offers me stuff and I turn it down. And Heidi will tell me, and I quote Heidi on this one: "You could be dying and you still won't tell me or ask for help
That's true.
because it doesn't matter what nationality you are."
I do get like that sometimes too, even when I'm
Yeah,
sick.
that's what I'm
So I
saying.
have my days.
Whether you're with an American, a British, or anything nationality, they normally don't want to take anything from you unless it's an emergency because they don't want to take advantage of you. I never ask for anything. Heidi will attest to that. I'm like, I will never ask for anything. Now, I'll ask for something like, for example, I asked for peanuts. Like, hey, babe, where are the peanuts today? But that's normal. That's everyday life. Oh, hey, babe, you want some coffee? Hey, babe, can I have some coffee? That doesn't count. But we're talking about like money. I never ask Heidi for money ever in our entire relationship. Have I ever asked for money?
No.
No, I don't.
One second.
Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, and guys, here's another thing.
No more little blessings in the
Yeah, no more little
Philippines.
blessings. Okay, the thing is, guys, accept who you are and what you are, because it's part of.
Oh, vegetarian, not vegan.
Oh,
Vegetarian.
vegetarian, right? Now, what I'm saying is,
Smells like fish.
know your value. Be aware that in all probability, I'm not saying it's usually is, but normally it is, that you carry more
everything.
weight in the relationship than they do. And also know your value and be aware of yourself. Do you have a gut?
Be self-aware of everything.
Yeah, be self-aware. Like, for example, just right now, I know I saw it earlier. Somebody said, "Oh, George has lines on his forehead." You know what? Yeah,
He's
you know what?
51 years
I'm
old.
fucking old. Get a grip, guy. And guess what? You're probably no much better.
And
Point
the
being
same
is
as these guys will brag how their Filipino looks better than a 50-something-year-old woman, I feel George is in way better shape than most foreigners that are coming
Well,
here.
the ones that pick on me
And
says, "Oh, George, you look old."
looking
I guarantee you, you go on camera right
next
now,
to him,
you
he'll
look
look
at 10
20
times older than
times
I do. Yeah.
correct.
And
So
that's my
get as good
point
as
is
you.
be aware of what you
Hey, good
look
morning,
like
Jeff.
and accept it. Accept who you
their
are.
their value. Don't lay everything on your Filipino when you're in a relationship. A lot of these guys, these women are cooking,
Well,
cleaning, running the market, and then they come back and
and if you can't
they
accept
take a
who you
nap.
are,
They're
you
lazy.
can't expect other people to accept who you are too. And that's the bottom
Angelo
line.
had said too many
You know what I'm
red
saying?
horse. Yeah, can't eat carrots at $1 each. No, it literally was that. It was 4 small carrots for 270
Okay, now
pesos or
actually
something. Made it $1 a carrot.
me and Heidi had a talk about this, and I'm gonna release this, but real quick. Gordon Bryan says Angel's City girls are all puck puck, which again is very, 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 very. I don't know. I wouldn't call it
narrow-minded because
thank you.
Angeles City is a very big
huge.
area. So
Okay, it's like saying all New York City girls are all prostitutes.
bingo.
That's just dumb, dude. Get a grip. Be realistic. I mean, seriously, Angel City is fucking huge.
There are ugly women here. There are beautiful women here. You all say, "Oh, all of them are skinny." Let me tell you what. I've seen a woman as big as me here. A lot of heavy Filipino men and women here, and they're not tiny here. So what I'm saying is there are walks of life of all different sizes. And then everybody has an opinion. I mean, no downfall to the Filipinas, but I don't know, out of all the Asian women, in my opinion, Vietnamese women are prettier than the women here. Everybody has who they like and where they're from. And some people say Singaporean and Vietnamese women are some of the most beautiful women. Just because I live in the Philippines doesn't mean I have to say they're beautiful.
I'm gonna kind of not argue with Heidi, but there's a catch to that Thailanders are beautiful people, and the key word is Thailanders are beautiful people. And you might have an extra surprise there, guys. Just saying. I'm just letting you know. You might have an extra surprise. So she was like hot up here.
I don't think half the guys care. That's it. Some of them will pay.
And then you're probably gonna beat her up because her thing is bigger than yours. I'm just saying.
It's Asia. I doubt it, but
no. I mean, I'm not joking. Be careful in Thailand, and I'm not being mean or anything, but man.
Well, you get my point.
It's hard to tell.
All right, George,
which one's
where are the most beautiful women in Asia? You feel they're here in the Philippines?
Okay, you said Asia. Okay, that's a preference.
Okay, what is your preference? As I said, guys will like them wherever.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean they're here. They say they come back here because they are the most beautiful.
Okay, since you said Asia.
I say Asia.
Okay, since you said Asia, I would tend to go towards Korea.
Ew, brother. Ew. What?
Well, you asked me the question. I'm answering honestly. I didn't know I like Koreans as far as facial structure and everything.
That's because you are a Korean.
Well, I kind of look like Korean, but anyway.
Yeah, your face looks flat.
Damn.
Look like a
burn. Now, chosen one.
Actually, Koreans' faces look like pancakes.
Chosen one. I'm just letting you know now, man. No Nut November is coming, so I mean, just saying, practice it.
No Nut November.
Practice it. That's all I'm saying.
If I had to go pan bio sex or whatever, pan bio or whatever, panbo, then I'm gonna get me a nice little Vietnamese woman. And I'll put her in my pocket and put you in the other one.
Right. Thank you so much, JC Zamwanga for all the gift memberships.
Gifting the memberships. We're gonna post that video later of the guy that was. We can't put it on because it literally shows where he's bleeding and stuff after, and he's just panicking because the first thing he says is they'll never believe me. So something went down. You know what, George? You need to catch up on the crime shows I've been watching because there's a few things I learned, and this is gonna scare you. Okay. First off, I got a plan for your stairs and your retirement.
God damn.
It's dealing with you're getting dentures where you have no teeth.
They don't have canola oil.
And you drop in the water.
Down over there.
Because water is the best place to hide a BODY. And there's something else I learned about, I guess removing fingers and noses are important.
God damn.
I watch too much crime show here lately.
You've been watching too much crime show.
Right. But
Yes.
anyways, I'm learning all kinds of things about post-mortem, pre-mortem, and
Oh,
everything
chosen one.
else.
Thank you so much.
But
Appreciate it so much.
well, wait a second
Thank
here. I
you,
can't
man.
catch up. Let me go to the bottom here. I'm trying to go through the comments. Thank you so much. It makes a big difference. So much. Thank you.
Someone says
Chosen
no clue.
one.
My family watch K drama. Okay, K drama. Just so
Oh,
you
and
guys
that's
know,
who
it's a
got.
it's a different the is a different kind of genre.
Oh, check it out. Another thing that will happen is those that are not making comments, that are just peepers, that just watch and don't say hi. That Hi Chew Mango was in the house. We haven't heard from you in a while. And the same with where the white women are at. We have not seen you in a long time. It'll Whoever's in there that is been watching the longest or been in on our channel watching other videos or our live streams, that's who they membership it. These could have been you guys watching our last 5 live streams but not making comments. But we do appreciate you being here.
Oh,
I
Black
have not
Grandpa.
seen you in a while,
Now,
Haichu.
Black Grandpa
Probably
says,
here, but
"I
I don't
like
remember.
the thick black blation."
They're
Actually,
beautiful. No, I think so too.
the ones that I've heard from the younger
Haichu.
generation is they call them blackanese.
Pablo got one, blackanese. I feel I'm turning blackanese on
Yeah,
him.
again, not my
Blackanese.
words.
Blackanese.
I'm not making up these words up.
Blackanese.
It's
Look at my
just
dirty knees.
something from what I've heard.
Blackanese.
I believe they call them blackanese.
But where do you guys think the most beautiful Asian women are? I mean, I'm just calling it out. When they say it's the Philippines, I don't get it. I don't. But that's just me being judgmental all the time. I just can't see it being just the Philippines.
Second one says that they don't make a filter that'll work on me.
See, to me, if I'm looking for an Asian woman, the Filipinos aren't it.
Oh yeah, that's
They
another
are
thing.
Mexican. They're Hispanic
We don't have
Asians.
filters,
You guys
guys.
look Mexican to me. When I went from Mexico to here, the people's faces did not change a whole lot. Will you stop? Didn't I say that when we first got here? I said it's like living in Mexico still. I did say that.
No. I did tell Heidi
I
that
guess I didn't
when
realize
we
how
were
Spanish
when we
this
were
colony
in
was.
Mexico, I said this is a lot like the Philippines.
I never
Pay attention
paid,
to the
I didn't read
streets.
the history
Pay attention to the
or Spanish,
people.
or I just
Pay
thought
attention to their culture and their behavior. It's
because
a lot like the Philippines.
George to me looks Korean. I thought he was Japanese when I met. You think I took the time
Okay,
to look up the full culture of the
Americans
Philippines?
thought I was
I
Japanese.
thought Southeast Asia meant a bunch of squinting eyes. I'm just going to be racist as all out. When I get here, it's like we never left Mexico. And I'm not saying that Mexican women aren't pretty. Everybody has their day just like women. There's a lot of ugly American fat women. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people dog and say they're all bitches. There are some nice, skinny, beautiful, educated women in the US. What I'm saying is if you're looking for a real Asian woman, where I guess they're here, but what I'm saying is that Singaporean, possibly Korean, Japan, and I guess if you're really looking for Asian and meek, it just doesn't seem to be.
Where are the white women at?
Yeah.
Raymond.
Right.
Who are those?
What's that?
Well, Pablo Ciano got a membership. Like a Spot got a membership.
Yeah.
Haichu Mango got
here.
Raymond got a
We've
membership.
we've seen the here. See if you watch this. If you go like this will bring up this, and then you go into.
Oh well, I mean,
He's been in here before, right? But it's not bringing up. This means he's been in here, but no comments. I think he was given a membership before, so I've seen that name before.
Well, some people just watch.
Yeah. Well, we've seen him, but I thought he's commented before. Maybe just not in a while. But anyways,
Hillbilly Fire says, "Why all the negative energy lately? You look so agitated. She's ready to pop. No, not really. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. Not actually, not in our lives, but
I missed the comment.
There are just a lot of things going on.
What was the comment?
It's Hillbilly Pyro. Why the negative energy?
Negative energy from who? Us?
Yeah, but we're just responding. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. When has it not been? When has any social media not got a tint of negative? And if so, the channels you've been on have all the above. And it's funny, what's not good for the goose is not good for the gander. All the other channels these people watch, and everybody watch, it's okay. But it don't mean a whole shit of beans to me anymore, because the longer that I'm in the game, the longer I realize that people are doing it to be paid. recently, one of those channels that have millions of subscribers, he's being paid to say shit against Trump. And then another channel, same thing, to be with Trump or to be with Canadians, or people are being paid to say things and they don't even mean it. So what I'm saying is all kinds of negativity is going to be out there in the news. You know, me and George was talking about that. Shit won't get covered until it's deep down in the dirt.
Well, that's what I mean.
Until your dick is in the dirt, nobody's watching. As soon as your dick is in the dirt and you're half dead, they're all watching. That is the goddamn truth.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cover it till the end of time. George is going to cover it. We're going to tell you what's going down here, what we think about other YouTube channels, what's going on in the news, what I don't like, what he doesn't like. We might even slap each other upside the head. I ain't trying to be positive. This isn't goddamn Disney Plus. This is Disney drama, bitch.
Yeah. Gordon
That's where it is. This is just CNN drama.
Yeah, we're just responding and
responding my ass.
like, for example, Gordon.
George, you want to be meek today? Let's just talk about Jesus. I want to talk about Jesus.
Well, that's what
right
I'm
now.
saying. Actually, for example,
Let me take him down to the river
right.
and dunk his head down in the water, and then wash his dirty little butt, and then throw him on Walking Street to make a little money, and then maybe he can get some insurance so he can protect himself when he goes in the hospital because he fell down the stairs. Don't forget to take those dirty, mangy dogs and cats with you, and I don't want to see your face for about 3
Right.
weeks.
And for example, Gordon O'Brien says, now I already knew this. I only Googled it just to make sure that, again, I have proof. Gordon O'Brien says, the Bible says
Looks like
masturbation, you will end up in hell. Actually, one...
Wow, we needed that.
Well, no. Never in the Bible says that. Actually, I just looked it up just now, just to verify what I thought. No, that's false. That's the church telling you that. That's the difference. Is the Bible and the church are two different entities. Second, the Bible. The problem I have with the Bible. Okay, I'm Roman Catholic.
Where did this come from? Please show me where this came from.
No, it's right there. But anyway,
then it got held on top of that.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is, again, the problem is this is a form of misinformation.
Okay. Gotcha.
It is. And like I said, I'm well versed with the Bible, trust me.
All right. So, point as you were saying, it's not in the Bible and everything, and that's where you were, and it's way beyond way off topic. It's not you, but that person bringing way off topic stuff. And it's the only, I believe that's a fairly new account. So, old men, expat perverts are creepy. Is anybody responding to the Asian chicks, or they don't want to be caught up because that's who they are dating? Probably got their wives sitting next to them. Probably can't say, can you guys?
Well, there's nothing wrong with Asian chicks.
What about the Filipinos? After all that talking, nobody's going to... Yeah, you guys are weak because your woman is sitting there. Sorry, there's no comments in there.
Well, most of the people here are people that we know. And we know that they're not with those type of people.
Yeah, but I still ask. So, chosen one living on $600 per month is possible in Mexico. Oh, well, yes, it is very possible because it costs us half the amount to live in Mexico. We're definitely paying double in groceries, double in rent. But we lived out in the mountains. Same with gas. I can't believe the cost of gas right now here versus you're still paying several dollars a gallon. So no, you can. I mean, there's no doubt. And we were able to put away a lot more money there, but it just seems like here even having the pets cost out the ass. So it just, everything here is a cost. Groceries are our biggest thing. Eating healthy is costing out the ass. So yeah, codependent.
Oh dang! Chosen one says, which Asian country has the hottest chicks? India. Okay,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, there
Now,
you go.
did that cross my mind? Yes,
I would agree. Beautiful
but
women
they're
in
not
India.
my type. That's why I didn't mention it because Heidi's question was, which ones do I think? I kind of agree with you, but they're just not my type. I guess it's kind of the reason why is because I grew up with them. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? You want something. Normally, people want something exotic. That something you
Yeah, like you, all the white women you married.
right, and that's what I'm saying. Same thing. Since I grew up with with Indian, no, really, Indian people here are more common than you realize. That again, I grew up with them in school, and when I was playing around in the
Interesting.
playground, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, Sarah was saying that earlier. I just found that one.
what's that?
Where she's saying not on her phone, but she gets it, which is strange because
Oh,
they're
the ads,
running.
the
Yeah.
ads. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what you guys might notice is we did see where they keep telling us that they're going to run the ads on the sidebar. So that's probably why you're seeing it on the television or your tablet. On the phone, they may just be cutting you off and then coming back. So maybe you just weren't seeing it.
Tony Manning says George got white fever.
George's got the taste for a Pringle, man.
Legaspot says next episode rebound rodeos in the Philippines. Damn,
Actually,
that's a little too deep.
no, I'm gonna tell you in advance what my next thought is not my circus, not my monkey, or something. It's just dealing with it. Everybody's country is turning into a circus, and then they come here and they don't realize they're joining the circus. So it's just
Really, really vlogging life. We're talking about Navajo women, the beautiful women. Mm.
look at George. George is like, it's like eating a fava bean. George
The-
likes them in India.
okay, anybody who knows what?
Oh, because he's mixing up a Navajo Indian versus an Indian. Is he
No,
mixing them?
because it's somewhat. Um,
So he likes the brown people of America, the
no,
original
it's
brown
it's
people.
relevant. That's the wording.
Oh, okay.
What's the
To
meme?
each his own.
Christopher Columbus came for this. Anyway,
You know what? I don't even want to get into it because then it would get us talking about what's going on in Gaza, and then where people talk about what happened in Germany way back in the day, and everybody's got their cause and cross to die on. And then somebody threw something up the other day, and it is the truth. I'm not even Native American. My kids are part Native American, probably more than the next person. But it's true. It's the goddamn Native Americans that were wiped out by the millions initially, and all of the things that happened to them. Everybody's, white lives matter, black lives matter, Palestinian lives matter, Mexican lives
I
matter.
probably should shut up because
That's what I'm saying. There's a
there's
whole
a lot I could
slew.
say about this subject, and then some.
Correct. There's always something for somebody, and same with the dating. There's always a preference or a.
You guys want to talk about history? Trust me. You don't want to talk to me.
Is it true, or was it a fake meme that somebody said that the Filipinos arrived before Christopher Columbus?
Yes.
I just seen that the other day, and I'm like, is
the
that
the
real?
reason being is because why? There's a Filipino, a half breed Filipino that was taken in as a slave and was shipped all the way to Portugal, and that was Christopher Columbus's guide. So theoretically, yes, that's true.
So they arrived first and knew the way and everything. So
Correct.
they were a guide of the.
Yes.
Was he half Indian? As in Native American
They don't know what
Indian
the other
and
half
Filipino?
is, but the other
They
half
showed
was.
a bunch of Filipinos
I believe.
came
I
over.
believe it is half Indian and half Filipino.
Yeah,
but
so they
either way.
arrived here and probably bred with some of the Native Americans
Yeah,
initially.
and then
and
they took him as a slave, and then he
yeah, it would make
became
sense.
an
Highland
interpreter.
people, and okay, so then that was real. I didn't.
No, that's true.
My
Yes.
mind did not process all of that the other day. So
Now the first people in Area 51 are Filipinos too.
well, I just
Beep beep boop beep boop beep beep boop 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 beep. Anyway, um, what happened? Oh, okay. Now, second one is talking about something that happened to him. But real quick, here's the thing. Second one says something. I get a crap load on phone. They cut me off on the phone. They're irritating as crap. Now I'm not sure what if he's talking about the Filipinos or not. But I'll tell you what, the Filipino customer service on the phone.
Don't even get me going. My credit card went down again 2 months in a row. You make a few purchases and it's a big bank. I think I talked about that with you guys on the live yesterday. But here's the thing, here's another lie too. Every time I call a different place, and whether we're using Globe, we have three different phone companies. We have Globe, Smart, and Dito. They said phone to phone is free, but when I call these 800 numbers, it won't allow it. We've tried all three phones. I've spent $20 in load, literally calling customer service the last 2 months trying to get all this resolved. And I'm like, well, where? I know they say you can use certain VoIPs. We've tried everything. We're not idiots. But somehow, like when we've called certain places in Manila, none of them go through. Not a landline to landline. It's weird how you just can't call landlines or cell phones here, and it is really off.
Right.
But anyways, it costs $20 to still try to round up what's going on, and the card got held again. We make a grocery purchase for 9,000 pesos, and then we did something on Lazada for 6,000. It allowed us to order. I think we had ordered some oils and did something else on Grab through the grocery delivery, and then the card gets locked up, and it's been locked up for.
Yeah. Now, just real quick, nothing to do with whether it's anti or pro government here. I'm talking about cause and effect. The cause is, of course, that the current U.S. government is anti-immigrants right now, and therefore the effect is, as Black Grandpa says, in Mexico, they are rioting in the streets to kick out gringos because they are being blamed for the rise in the cost of living. Basically, whether or not Americans or white people, as it were, gringos,
They're
are
causing
causing
rise.
the rise in cost.
There's not enough
They're gonna
expats
be.
here to do that, George.
No, this is Mexico.
Oh, okay. I thought it was talking about just
This is
these.
Mexico,
Okay.
and that's what I'm saying. I even told Heidi the problem is with Mexico right now. Any expat who owns property in Mexico, because you can buy property in Mexico, there's a chance they won't have access to it because Mexico is going to turn against the U.S. eventually. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, the people were already kind of like, back then. Now they're kind of,
I don't know why we're having.
yeah, they're really kind of, not happy with Americans right now.
Filipinos are in great shape. The Chica boys are bad with it. I don't know what that means.
Huh?
I'm going to go through the comments.
Who's that?
Jose, but I wouldn't say that. Same as the U.S., they're fat and skinny everywhere. As a matter of fact, I've seen more overweight Filipinos than I think I'm seeing skinny these days. As a matter of fact, when it comes to bar girls, they're definitely saying that the Filipino bar girls are in the worst shape of all the Asian countries. Like a lot of them have had two kids already. Situation. I'm sorry. It's if I'm a call, I'm fat, old, and whatever. I'm sure to hell that, but I ain't out there trying to fake it either. So but no, I wouldn't say that. That just me. I'm going to be really negative on that one. Filipinos are not all in great shape. I've seen the skinny ones with big bellies and. Sorry, babe. Are all the Filipinos in shape here?
No, of course not. Rumor has it that George calls the 1-900 numbers. The dirty 900 numbers.
That is true.
You guys are hilarious. Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, Bing's George already brought that up. He said Calvin is a dummy. There's nothing wrong with whacking off. Matter of fact, it is good for your body and helps you sleep. Medically, whacking off is a better term. It's medically, yeah. They even told my dad that when he goes for the prostate exams.
Health. Yes, prostate
so
health.
You do. We get that you got to get it out. So, yeah, cleaning the pipes. Just because Calvin gets his pipes clean because his woman's like pipe cleaning crazy. It doesn't mean, you see what I mean? If she likes to do that all the time and he does, well, good for him.
It's for your health. No, really,
Yeah.
I'm not.
So he's probably just getting it anyways, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much boys or men or whatever. I only found out after the fact about teenage boys and stuff. I guess that's why our son was in the bedroom playing PlayStation all the time. I don't think that's what he was doing.
Damn. Really?
So, what? I had no. What are you talking about? Me putting him out there like that?
Well, you know, there's a vibrant function on those controllers. Just saying.
Yeah.
Second win says chosen one beer glasses. I believe the proper term is called beer goggles.
Oh, okay. So there's Hillbilly Pyro. Yeah. Why all the negative energy here lately? So I don't know why. I don't think we've been negative. I think we've been truthful. And anybody who says that actually has got issues. You look so agitated. She is ready to pop. I guess that's a
Eh,
reference to me. Like I
yeah.
said, I would disagree. What do
Sarah,
you mean? If anything, George is the one that's been off the chain. I've been the one under control
yeah.
lately.
Sarah says, I think Japanese girls are beautiful, so ready to smile. See, that's okay. Now here, I'm not again. First off, I
Well,
really
where's
don't.
that?
I don't look at other women, but no, really, Heidi will even attest to that. But I thought that if I were going to be attracted to an Asian woman, it would be a Japanese. But I didn't realize that I wasn't thinking of Japanese. I was thinking more of Korean.
Well,
Yeah.
you're really on that Korean thing. I probably should be a little concerned
Well, not really.
because that's pretty much what lives in this town is Koreans.
I
So you've
haven't
been hanging
seen
with the
them.
Koreans. They're
I
here.
haven't seen guys. Guys are common,
Yeah.
not the women.
Okay. I don't know.
Look him Bukam Dano and Pinay says greatest chismis channel in the Philippines. There you go.
Yes and no. I don't know why we're referred to as just being chismis because it's really not chismising. They're more facts of what people put out and what's really going on. We might be somewhere between some sort of talk show and putting shit out there.
Second one says he
I don't
thinks that
know.
flying Filipinos are the most beautiful ones.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Robert Goodson says I want to be an old creepy expat checking out Filipino women.
Hey Joseph. Joseph says you shouldn't have to whack off an angel. Say there's all kinds of here. There's all kinds of throughout anywhere in the world.
Okay, now here's the thing. First off, yeah, you probably don't. You don't have to. You don't have to. Actually, let me tell you a few things that. Let me tell you something that I haven't said anything before.
Oh boy.
Because you guys like the guys. I'm talking about the guys, not so much the girls, unfortunately. Um, Angel City, of course, is known for the red light district. Yada yada yada. You know, you drink, you go out, go boom boom in a hotel, whatever.
You can go boom boom.
If
in
you
all
go
the
past
cities
the
there.
old
Cebu,
Mabalacat,
Manila, they're everywhere.
yeah, if you go past the old Mabalacat, you'll
I
hit
don't know why they say Angeles.
you'll hit
One
Bamban
street.
Tarlac. Now here's the thing: in that area, there's no hotels; they don't exist. However, here's the thing: the bars have rooms, and you can take the bar girl upstairs and have your own little boom boom time. And you can pay,
You're working your
you
right
can
way to
you can
spend the
you can
weekend with your
pay
family.
half night or
Because
full night to spend time with your boom boom girl. So
how do you know
there's
this?
I'm Filipino.
Oh yeah, that
It's in my
answers.
DNA. I download this shit through the Wi-Fi.
No, you don't. You can spend the weekend with your family. So get your hands off me, dirty old man. Really, get your hands off me, dirty man.
Here, come here.
Leave the dog alone. Anyways, I believe this. I actually do.
Well, you don't have to. It's fact. I mean, it has nothing to do with me.
Married, yeah, it does. Married to a Filipina living in the Philippines. Her family's other than her brother who asked for a 4,000 loan, never paid it back. Yeah, if you give money away here, friends or family, it's gone. but the mother and other siblings never asked me for money, but you help. Yeah, here's another thing about that. We just watched a show this morning, and it was, I think it was called CNA. It was just recent. There are 7 active adults over the age of 25 in this house, and only one sister, which is the oldest of them. And she's probably mid 30s. She's working. I was like, oh hell no. She's the one that pays for the groceries, and they all just stay in the house. They're in Manila, and they don't. I'm sorry, babe. That something needs to be done on
Okay,
that.
now here's the problem. I'm not
I
talking.
get there's no jobs, or you got to try something.
Well, what I'm getting at is the problem is, and
They're not
we're talking
old
about
and
the
disabled.
previous ones we talked about, the previous expats we're talking about. This is a common thing in Philippine culture where the eldest, whether it's a girl or a guy, but in this case it's a girl, that she takes care of the whole family. And the reason why I'm steering it this way because it's relevant to you guys. And what I'm getting at is they will take care of the family no matter what. No matter what the cost. And guess what? That usually the cost is you, aka, oh,
And they won't say
my
nothing.
sister this, my sister that, and you're gonna feel bad, and you're gonna give them the money, and then she's gonna take care of their sister, yada yada yada. Well, no, again, we've talked about expats who've done this before in the past, and this is fact because that's our culture. It's a great culture, but it's bad for you because in the end, you're the one footing the bill for the whole family. AKA, you're gonna foot the bill for the brothers and sisters going to college, going to school, and stuff like
And
that.
it's going to become frustrating, as I'm already frustrated, because again, these are able working people, including the mother that look to be under the age of 50, that also can work something. I get it. I get the no job situation. There are millions spending money here and got jobs and everything else. And the one thing that I heard from the entire family is our dad died a few years ago. I give it to him, rest in peace and everything, but that doesn't make the rest of the 5. She supports 7 people total that are working bodies, but none of them are working.
Right. And same thing. For example,
So that will become frustrating to an
right.
expat.
And the key word is frustrating. Even if you want to or not to. Here's the thing. For example, remember Campbell? Bruce Campbell, not Bruce, David Campbell. Sorry, wrong Campbell. David Campbell. Remember he was talking about his food being taken from the
Thanks,
fridge.
Sarah. Yeah.
Now,
Oh, yeah. He said the family came over and they just take food. And I just heard another expat said
this is a
that
normal thing.
in Filipino, family members will show up and walk right through the door. They don't knock. We're used to that in other countries.
Correct.
They
So,
won't make appointments. They'll just show up and stay the whole weekend. They said they just walk through the door. It could be, you know,
right. So, for instance, like
2 in
say,
the afternoon. They
think of
coming
it
on
this
in.
way. Like say, for instance, I bought some ribs, okay, and it's in the fridge. I thawed it out. I put it on. It's no longer in the freezer. I put it in the mid section of the fridge to thaw it out, and then my family comes over, and the ribs are gone. Now, in our culture, yeah, you have to accept that. But in your culture, in the Western culture, that is unheard of. That's like, where the hell did my ribs go? And it's
Yeah, but you're not going
frustrating.
to say nothing. That could probably go on for months, and you're not going to say something. It happens once, I'm going to say something. It happens 2 times, my ass is going to say something to my family. Matter of fact, us as Americans would have said something the first time.
Now
Matter of
that
fact, we probably would have drove over and got the goddamn ribs from my sister's house after that.
right, so like Heidi said, now what Heidi says sounds kind of extreme, but it's not because you, as the
I would agree,
expat,
Patriot Love.
have to put the boundaries. And the problem is with what we've been talking about and the ones that were before this live that the other expat had like troubles with their partners is because the boundaries aren't there.
You could probably still set them, but whether it's an
You can
American
set them,
woman
but you
or
can
Filipino,
okay,
it's
you can set them like okay, like Heidi says, like George, you're too soft. You're like okay, whatever. Or you're gonna be like, don't you dare touch my food. It's up to you how you do it. But point being is, can you do it? Yes. But anyway,
He said, Maya's beautiful. I can't say more than that. Send Gio his 10 grand. Yeah. And of course, old Gordon. He said he likes the white women. He's the one that was questioning the Jackie Wacky. I don't see nothing but old expat here in Angeles City. Unlike Pattaya, I see a lot of younger men there. Yeah, it does seem like the younger crowd. And if they do show up, they go to other areas, more like Makati and everything. Right? Robert said, watch out if I buy some rat poisoning. Yeah, that's not exactly how he's going out.
What?
Water. I. Uh,
You can do it the old Japanese thing.
uh-uh.
Water poisoning.
Well, I tell you
You
what,
can poison somebody
kind of
with
like being
water.
in prison, these shows sure give everything away. And this HBO shows of the.
What show is it?
It's that guy that does the autopsy, but it's another one that they do. But literally, they're talking about what is postmortem, pre-mortem. How fingerprints disappear, how this happens and that happens. I said, so basically, dumping them in the ocean is the best situation because they keep repeating that. It's like nothing left when they're dumped in the ocean, and then we start talking about our boy down there and what Mindanao and everything. I'm telling you, that was a whole hot nightmare going on there. But no, it's not. I'm not going to do something obvious. I've been watching too many crime shows for that.
There's always the stairs.
No, stairs will be no, 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 no. It's funny how people have asthma attacks in the middle of the night.
God damn.
George went mute. Yeah,
Right? I'm gonna go like Milli Vanilli and just.
off into the night. I
Correct.
was with Vietnamese women 7 years. Crazy long business oriented work hours. Yeah, gambling issues. They got the gambling issues here too. They got gambling issues a lot of countries.
Me love you long time.
Yeah.
That's Vietnam. What movie was this again? It was I think it was Platoon. Me
Was
love you
it?
long time. I think it was Platoon.
Yeah, I think so. T-Bone, South Korea must have been. Let's see. George looks Mexican. I don't think so. That's the least I thought George looked. I thought he looked in the beginning Japanese or Korean when it's a striking resemblance. I don't see Mexican.
Well, Mexicans don't see me as Mexican for sure. They
They
can
know he's
spot me
Asian
a mile away. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because in Florida that's all there was, and way easier to find George in a Walmart than it was to.
I was gonna wear this hat that has an arrow pointing down at me. That way Heidi can find me where I'm
I'm
at.
probably going to get that hat.
Yeah.
I'm going to find an arrow so I can find him somewhere. Russian women are desperate, and most their men are missing in action. Are we having that issue? Time frame 10:17, 30 minutes ago. He said the audio is going in and out. Can you guys give us a sound check?
Who is it?
It could be us moving away from the mics. That
Could be, but who is it?
Pablo says the sound is coming in and out. It's possible. Are we having any?
I doubt it. Because nobody else said anything.
The most beautiful Asian women are the ones I can communicate with. That would be very.
Right? Okay, that's very factual. Because guess what? It doesn't matter how hot that person is. If you can't communicate with them, it's pointless.
Yeah, it makes it hard because usually their second language is English. The ones that are German and from other countries that have heavy accents, Russians, they really say how bad it is to communicate. And communication is key in all relationship. George fully speaks like an American, knows 99.99% of the words, and without real communication in the relationship, it's shit. So communication is key, and it breaks down because of language barrier and.
Thank you, chosen one. He says it's from Full Metal Jacket. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Full Metal Jacket. Thank you. Yeah. Me love you long time. Full Metal Jacket. Thank you.
Second wind, you need to go sit down somewhere. Shoot. I need to become Filipino rich. We were talking about that the other day. We just seen something
Oh
on a
damn!
Facebook. And how much is the restaurant? How much is it to go to that place in BGC? 7,500 pesos for a 6-course meal.
Just the meal, just the meal.
And I'm like, by the time by the time we would take a ride there to BGC, stay at the hotel, which is the Grand, and eat at the place just to show it on social media and enjoy maybe Valentine's Day we were talking about, we'd be out $700. And I'm like, do I really want to spend $700 on a 24-hour period? No, I'd rather order a shitload of pizza and beer and go buy some jewelry or something. I mean, you could buy new wedding bands or something. It just seems like a lot for the
Oh
Philippines.
my god. So anyway, speaking
So
of
I'll pass.
beer, okay, last night me and Heidi kind of couldn't. That's another reason why we look kind of tired because the neighbors had a birthday party,
Dun, 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 dun,
and
dun, dun,
this is a
dun,
heads
dun.
up.
Happy birthday.
Now the
Happy
rule is when it's a
birthday.
birthday party, you can't say anything. You're not supposed to say anything. You're not supposed to make a noise complaint.
Oh,
As
that's
as
anything.
long as it doesn't go past 3 o'clock. And
That,
that's the problem. Last night the neighbors pushed it to the limit all the way to 3 o'clock. Oh my god, they were so loud. I lost count how many times they sang happy birthday. Now, honestly, I wanted to go over there and ask for a red horse and drink with them because I'm like I'm up anyway. I might as well like can't beat them, join them, kind of deal.
it
So what I'm saying is,
is. They're not
guys.
the word is self-aware that I was looking for the time before, because there's always parties going on at different
Oh, it
times,
doesn't.
or they
It doesn't end. It never
karaoke
ends. There's always a birthday
and
somewhere.
always something going on, and then they carry it out in the street when they come home from work, sometimes late at night. The families come in, they're loud, like they don't, if somebody comes in at 1 o'clock in the morning from the airport or work or whatever they're doing, or they're out drinking, they don't care how loud they are, how they slam car doors, how they it's loud. And it just, I don't know, I just think there's a lot of, I don't know. I would find me to be uptight and trying to follow the rules. I'm not going to be like, fuck that shit if somebody hears me and I'm slamming stuff outside and being insensitive. It's the self awareness. I think that goes into the spending situation where, how, I don't know.
Yeah. Now, real
There's a
quick,
lot going on,
Robert
but
Goodman
yes, all
says
hours.
3 a.m. I thought it was 10 p.m. in the Philippines. Okay, 10 p.m. if it's like a video key or music or anything like that. Yes, but if it's just people talking and having a good time, it's 3 a.m. That's like a gray area that a lot of people aren't aware of. So, for example, they're seeing video key. Technically, I said technically, they can't go past 10 a.m. But if you do complain after 10 a.m. and they're doing video key, you're a dick. I didn't say that. Well, what I'm saying is,
And if you're a
in
foreigner
in
saying
their
something, you're
eyes,
really gonna
you're
get
a
it. You ain't
dick.
got no right as a
Because
foreigner. Blah blah
here's the
blah blah
thing:
blah.
if it's a birthday, you're not supposed to complain or say anything up
Fudge.
until 3 a.m. That's the only time you've got.
That's
So
why I like to hear from George when he says something about Filipinos, because if it comes from me, it's a different side of it. I mean, I feel it goes on way too much in this neighborhood. But I love it. It's almost like I count on it like bad news. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's like, I think since George has been back and it's been almost 5 years, I really feel that the repeat of things are starting to shine through in the Philippines that are going on here. So it's a different type of Philippines, and of course, than it was, when you left for the United States after Pinatubo. A different type of Filipino. You think the internet and all the modern kids is bringing a different way and a process,
of course, and
different
they're
mentalities.
they're not the Filipinos. They're not your dad's Filipinos.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the U.S. Not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same. They're more Americanized and they live up their asses.
Yeah.
Um, and that's another thing. Be aware of which one you're talking to. What I'm saying is, not all Filipinos are the ones you expect to
Good
behave the way
morning,
they
Mike.
behave. You know what I'm saying? So if I talk to the older Filipinos, I'm kind of like there's a 50-50 chance that they're behaving like real Filipinos. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, a lot of Filipinos kind of get refreshed whenever they talk to me because they realize like I'm like old school, and apparently that's kind of dead.
Black Grandpa said, "Are we still going to talk about those expats crashing out?" I don't
No, we are. That's why I brought up what do you call it? What's that?
crashing
The
out.
one I brought out earlier. But anyway,
I don't know the reference. You know what he's talking about. I don't know. It's over my head. I'm
well, like the guy, like the one that lose control and lose their shit, who don't have control of their lives, crashing out.
a lot of it. A lot going on here. Um, And I think a lot of them, you guys don't realize for all the channels that show up and all the people on Facebook and the guys that physically come here, most of them don't make it. What percentage would you say ends up leaving here after they're here a short period of time? They crash out in 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, 60%, 50%? Probably at least 50% of them drop out, but a lot of them don't even make it. They can't cut it, they can't hack it. It's not easy. And a lot of it comes down to how bad you want the wussy, how bad you want cheap rent like me. It's like, okay, I'll deal as long as I got AC and as long as I got internet and this and that. You take away the goddamn internet and my rent goes up as high as $1,000 a month. I'm out. I'm just not here for the women. Nobody's doing my dishes. And like I said, there ain't a whole lot going on where I'm benefiting from a bunch of things except for cheap rent is probably our biggest situation going on, and his family, but my family's not here. So it's not like equally where I'm dealing with going back and forth and seeing family. There's going to be a limit, but I think a lot of the guys can't handle all the above, and the ones that go into building houses and dating and they get married and have kids and then the family starts draining their money and they're building these houses and losing and to try to start these YouTube channels, they're crashing out like a mofo. These guys are just crash and burn. And it's like, did you come here at 65 years old to burn like that? They put, oh, my life was so bad in the US and women did me dirty and my kids are finally, midway through college. I'm going to leave now. And then they come over and get burned again. And it's like, your brain process did not change much. And then you come over here and it happens all over again. You just awake.
But yeah, Black Grandpa says I think his name is Jim, and his Pinoy wife, where her family and neighbors hate him.
Where's that?
Oh, right there.
Oh, okay. So he's wanting to talk about Dexel and Jim, the live that we did a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have a lot of things to say. However, we're kind of reaching the point of no return. Bum bum bum.
Well, go ahead. I mean, I get it.
No, I don't want to waste it on this live. I'll just go on the next slide.
You're not going on the next live to talk about Dexel and Jim.
That's the thing. I'm not talking about Dexel and Jim. I'm talking about other stuff. But anyway,
Okay, so you're not going to address him?
you're the one who read it. Read it.
You're the one that just mentioned the Dexel and Jim. So what I'm saying is it's all right. I'm just going to wrap this live up. George is half asleep and we're spinning out here. I'm trying to put these up and try to address these, and if it's dealing with what we're all over the place on this. So you're half asleep. My steroids are kicking in, and we're at a 2 hour.
I'm
And
not half
really,
asleep. I'm fine. I mean,
evidently you rewatched the live. So, all right, guys. Sorry, it's all right, guys. I'm done. So, sorry, guys. We're gonna go ahead and end this live because we're not getting anywhere on this, and there's a lot of comments coming in, but I'm tired of putting them up and then discussing them after the fact. You're going to the bottom and addressing other things, and nothing's meeting in between, and a bunch of in between conversations. And I'm done, and it's Saturday, and I'm
well,
going to go
okay,
on with
okay.
my day.
First off, again, like I said, we're at the end of the live, and that's why I said I didn't want to talk any much further. I already said that.
Okay. Well, all right, guys.
Say your
Until we
goodbyes,
see
guys.
you
Thank you so
on
much
your
for being
next
here with
live
us.
stream.
Thank you for being with us on a Friday night. It's Friday, TGIF.
Yes, it is. It is Saturday.
Yeah, second one says wrap it. See you all. Victoria says later.
Bye, Sarah. I think Sarah already left. She was in there earlier saying goodbye.
Oh, Chicana
Went to
says
the bottom.
bye. I'm
Bye,
out
guys.
also.
Yeah.
We all done. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you so much for being here with us. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Purchase
If
the
you were any
merch.
slower right now and your eyes closed anymore, you'd be asleep and going in
My
reverse.
eyes aren't even closed. I get it. I look like I'm asleep, but I'm not. I mean, give me crickets, man. I'm freaking Asian.
You sounded surprised, just the way. If you need a nap. So, all right, guys.